Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here, and I hope you're all well. I'm doing good today, thank you. Yeah, I'm filming a bit late. It's actually tea time but yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to come and do something today or not. I have had backache all day, but I've been out shopping with Neil and done a few bits and pieces, and I decided I'd just pop on and do a quick half an hour on this. Now I'm between projects. I'm about to start a new one, but I'm not, well, I am ready, I've got everything, but I'm not in the mind frame for it yet. I want to just get a few little bits and pieces yeah, tidied up and put away, I guess, sorted out, you know, things that are started. So I thought I'd come on and have a look at this. So this is the journal that we made from the scrapbook pages, not scrapbook pages, scrapbox pages. I think it was 2 weeks ago, yeah, and I lost it while I was tidying my room. I knew it wasn't far. It was in my to-do box, which was absolutely overflowing. So yeah, feels like a long time since, oh, I have done a few bits in it then, since I worked on it. But I thought it'd be a good idea if I just put a few bits and pieces of ephemera in it. Oh, I've obviously started doing that. Must have done it on the day I made it, maybe. The weekend that I made it. What are you? Oh, you need sticking down. Let me just get a piece of my favourite surgical tape. Yeah, so I thought if I'd put a few more bits and pieces in it, I could maybe pop it in the Etsy shop and move it along, and then that's one more thing out of my to-do pot, and one more thing in the shop, which would also be good. Oh yeah, I've put quite a few in. There's not much to do, I don't think, very little to do in it. Did I have something for the planned for there? I can't remember. Anyway, right, what I've brought with me is, I don't know, does that take you further out? Oh no, it takes you further in. Right, I'm going to try and move the arm up because that's the only way I'm going to get any. I hope you can see that. So this is my box of ephemera now. Whoops, a little charm fell off it, which I had 2 or 3 of these at one point, just all jammed full. So this, yeah, I'm quite impressed. This is yeah, it's neat and tidy and what have you, and I've got it into certain little sections. So these are just chunky pieces. So let me move that out the way again and bring it back down a little bit, or a lot, just to show you roughly what I've got in there. So these, when I say pieces, they're like pocket fillers, but they're yeah, they're quite thick and bulky pieces. That's a pocket there. I've had that one a long time, but yeah, some of these are newer, some of them are older, but they're like, yeah, they'll only go on in certain journals. That's not a bulky piece because they are quite, you know what I mean by bulky, thick. Some lovely pieces in here. Oh yeah, I remember this lovely William Morris piece, but it's really thick. So you know what I mean, thicker, chunkier pieces in that one. Let's put it back away. So if I'm looking for something for Happy Mail, I often go in there rather than fill the journal. And then my next one is pockets with tags. So they're all pockets with tags ready to go. So I'll keep this out because we'll probably pull from this to put a couple more in there if that's what we need. I've got envelopes and file folders. Now I might want one of those on the back page, we'll see. Did I miss one out then? Hang on, bear with me. Journal cards and pocket fillers. I'm not going to get them all out and show you, but I'm just showing you how organised I am. So these are all toppers, be it for, and the sort of boho lacy shabby chic maybe. Yeah, so they're either toppers for journals or toppers for, you know, pieces of ephemera, but you get the idea. There's a Flower Fairies one in there somewhere, I think, which we might be using soon. So they're all my like lacy toppers. And then I've got pockets that don't have tags, so there's not too many there, look. That might be something we do one day soon. Oh, and my frames for the front of journals. And then I haven't named that, but they are tall tall tags, and they're tall tags, so what's the difference between them? I don't know. I think I made these for the tall skinny journal, actually, journals. Then I've got a little packet of small tags in some elastic, all various shapes and sizes, and then these 3. So they are teeny weeny tags that need bits doing to them, but you know, if I'm just looking for fillers. These are tag bases that need making into something, and they're tag bases that need making into something. So I've got tiny tags. I suppose those were supposed to be the medium tags, but I don't have any left, do I? So I want medium tags now. And long, tall, skinny tags. Right, so right, I'll put it on the floor because I can't reach the top shelf without getting up and stretching my microphone. So, I want something for that back page, definitely, and then we'll see if we want any more tags or pockets in. Now, they're all shapes and sizes, so I'll just quickly... Oh, now these are 2. That one is another one somewhere there that Violet sent me. And they're lovely. They're like die cut pockets and tags, and they're lovely and slim, so I might put one of those in. Yeah, there's just too much to go through and show you them all, so just reminding myself roughly of what's here. See, that probably needs a bit of something on it, but we need to decide what journal that's going in before, you know. So it could be autumn with mushrooms and trees and things like that. Could be summer with butterflies and flowers and what have you. That's why I've left those blank. Those lovely pink ones. Those we only made the other day, if you remember, those lovely pastel-y ones. Yeah, and I've ditched a lot. So sent off in Happy Mail, or in some cases actually ditched ones that I were, you know, completely fell out of love with, and therefore didn't want to send them to anybody because I didn't want them to be my you know, my work, as it were, known as my best work, because they weren't. If that makes any sense. Okay, so not too many there, because I've got it here with me. Yeah, I've got this journal which I'm going to do next. I showed you this not long ago. I'm going to use all those and fill this. This is the 3 signature soft cover journal. I think that'll bulk up lovely. So we'll use a lot of those in that. Let's get this one done and moved on. I mean, these are perfect colours for the outside of this, aren't they? What have I got there? People's names. it's only people who I'm sending or have sent post to today. So yeah, it was only the names, luckily. But oh dear. So I've put all those back, and I wanted them out because I wanted to look for something for the back. I don't want those in the back. Why did I do that? I don't know. So I'm looking for a big tag anyway. Let's put the little ones over there. Or biggish. Not too bulky. Love that. That's a postcard, that giraffe. An old... Oh, it's 2. Oh, there's 3. 3 postcards in that. Cranky. Yeah, these are all quite... Not too bulky, but they're on strong craft card. I want to... That one's not too bad. That's a slimmer one. That's very pretty as well, isn't it? I think I might just go with that. Let's go with it. Right, I'm just going to keep falling in on me, aren't you? Go on over there. I mean, I'm working in the right mess again. I've got stuff all over my desk. I've had a devil of a job with my washes, and I think, you know, getting them so that I can use them and not drop them all over the floor, which I do all the time, and store them. I think I've hit on, finally, after several goes, an idea that's working for me. Now, Tanya gave me some of these lovely boxes that you store them in, and they've got like posts that go through them, and you put all your washi on and you pull it. But if I got to a washi that wasn't particularly sticky, it lost its stick, it wouldn't stay stuck on here. It would fall down and get wrapped round itself. Anyway, needless to say, it didn't work for me, but the pot's pretty good for holding them in. This is working perfectly. I've had them like this a little while now. They're all strung together, so I can't just lose one on the floor. I haven't done the bottom ones yet, look. And yeah, whichever one I want, and I've been using them today quite a lot, I can just get it, undo it. The others are still attached. Look, take the piece off I want, and then drop the whole thing, or this big one, the whole thing, just back in the pot, and there they are. And when I want them out, I just grab the string and they're out. So, you know, that might work for you, it might not, I don't know. But so far, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Oh, I fell out now, look. You see, if they'd have fallen out then, because I caught them on my scissors, they'd have been scattered everywhere, and a couple would have hit the floor, and whew. Okay, like this on here. What have we got? Yep, we're all ready to go, all done and dusted. So shall we stick it down with something behind it as well? It's not a real thick, no, it's only quite a soft cover. I won't. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll stick it down on 3 sides. See if my glue's working. It's getting near the bottom again. But I'm not going to put anything behind it. But I'll leave it as a pocket for if somebody ends up with it who's seen me make it. They will know they can put something behind there should they want to. Some secret journaling. A tag of their own. I'll put plenty on the bottom so it doesn't go through there. That's it. So I'll put it lowish, and then I might just put a single piece of paper in it when I'm done out of my scrap box, just to show that it's got a little bit of teeny tiny bit of leakage. Let's get it up, that's it. Just to show there's some space available behind there. Yes, I like that. So what I'm thinking is I can put a piece of scrap in there. Add me scrap. I haven't done any crafting at all today. All I've done is packing Etsy, and I've been to the post office, and Neil and I had a lay-in. I haven't done any actual crafting today, so this is my first little foray. Okay, so we've got something front and back now because we've got that clipped on one there. Yes, I remember doing that. Oh yeah, I remember putting that on there because it's quite fragile. See, it's got quite a few pieces in it. Maybe something here, do we think? Yeah, maybe something on one of these. So let's go through and have a look again. Something smaller because I've got half pages, so this time we'll take the bigger ones out. Don't know about those, but take these big ones out the way. Are they all the big ones? Oh, that's nice. The book page ones are nice, aren't they? That's a tall one. That's a tall one. Okay, let's look through these. And right, I've already got a couple of vellum ones in there, so we don't want that. So they're cute. Possibly. Don't think so, but oh, too big. Possible. That's big. That's nice. That's nice. And you're big. Okay, so we've got all of these, so I don't know if any of those are going to fit, but if they do, we don't want them all. So which one do we think goes? I think I like the birdie. So if we put one of those in, it'll be the birdie one. Might not even go in. That's a nice small one. I think that's too big as well, right? So with 1, 2, let me move that bag out of the way. Oops. Oh, there's a pretty little shiny one there, look. 4, right. And then we'll maybe put some embellishments, as in, yes, what are my favourite embellishments? Labels and stickers is what I was thinking. That's a nice one there, isn't it? Like that. I like both of those. Because we've got plenty of journaling both sides of that, haven't we? Or do I want a piece on there? See, that one would go on there. Excuse me. I really liked it on here. Let's try this one. No, I don't like the text in the text. No. blue, too wide. Okay, so we've got 2 we like. We haven't tried this one yet. It's quite chunky, but it would even go on that side, wouldn't he? No, don't like it next to that. I think that probably needs to be journaling, unless we put a very plain. No, I'm thinking this one. It's just got the postcard on the front and the postcard inside, so it's, yeah, let's do that. It's what's the word I was looking for? It's not too fussy with everything else. Oops, that's going on around it. Get in those corners, Denise. So I hope you're all well. I know it's Monday. Normally I'm on first thing on a Monday, but it was my intention. I just never got round to it this morning. But I know you've been enjoying Sunday's video, so that's okay. A lot of you have had that to watch, haven't you? With the oh, I ought to show you. I ended up with, if you saw it, just while that's drying, I ended up with 10 of them. I haven't Mod Podged them yet. 2, 3. Oh, is that upside down? Are they all upside down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So yeah, I could have done those with you today, but I really want to Mod Podge them before I do that, so don't know, maybe I'll get that done tomorrow and then we'll see them on Wednesday. I just got my finger in that. Ouch, that hurt. Right, are you stuck? I think you are. So let's have a look at the back and see how. So it was kind of these, wasn't it? Was it? No. Oh, it wasn't that far back, it was here. Something on one of these. It was that one, wasn't it, that I put that on. Just looking at this nice long book page one as well. Are you too tall for anything? It would go on there, but what does it look like with just a bit of it showing? Looks alright actually. What's under there? Oh, that bow. I thought, let me take that out, because if I want to stick something down on that one. The bows are annoying me. Oh, we've got something on the back of that though. Is that too much for that one page? It might be. I mean, it is a nice strong page, but that should be dry now, shouldn't it? No, if we had it on that edge, it would cover up that upside down flower that I don't like, but oh, no, I don't know. Something about the tones here that I really like against this vintage book page just appeals to me, and I know it's white-ish. It's kind of a bluey white behind it, but I think that also sets it off. I like it. I suddenly made a decision, could you tell, that I liked it. So that's where I'm going to put it. Oops. So, I think I told you that the car, I don't know if I told you or not that the car isn't happy, but it's really not happy today. It's going to have to go into the garage very soon, as in a day or two. More money, more money. Sorry if I'm depressing you. But that's it, when you own cars, isn't it? They suddenly go and they've got to be fixed. It's not the sort of thing that you can do, well, not us anyway, yourself. It has to go in the garage, it has to go to a specialist, and that's just the way it is. Oops. Lots of little tickets and tags and things in here. Are you a tag, or are you just pretty? Oh, you're just pretty. Just checking. Looks like there's room for one more there. Have I got something? I've got one of these. Let's see if this will. don't want to send it with one empty pocket, do I? So this is a label. I just printed some more off from Nanine's Sage and Willow, which is all the greens. Nanine is collage type. I think I was talking about these yesterday or the day before. I finally printed some more off because I wanted two the same. I've printed 3 pages of them off. Right, where did I say there wasn't something there? I wanted it. Was it behind that? Don't you go further down than that? I put that in the wrong one. I put it in the wrong one, that's why. That's it. There we go. Now we've got something in every one, and it should be stuck. Okay, what went in there? Oh, I forgot I had those. Oh, it was you. I was going to say it wasn't you, but it was. It was you. So which one of these two am I going to put in and where? What we're going to do about the front, because that's the first page we come to. Oh, it's got that on the back, so yeah, maybe a nice label. Shall we do it now while we're thinking about it? I mean, it's got chunky look just with those 3 pockets I've added. So have I added 3 or have I added 2? Oh yeah, one at the back, that one, that's chunked it up quite a bit. And then one at the front, didn't I? Somewhere. Where did we do it? There on the back of that, yeah. So we'll just add one of these and then I think that will be it for pockets. But let's put this label up here. And what about one of these green? Yes. The green botanical labels they're called. I like that one with a bit of sellotape. Aged sellotape or package tape or whatever you call it. Yeah, I think I'll just go with that one. I'm not going to keep looking. Put that up there. There's lots of you again. Quite a fat bow on that tag. Might have to remove that tag if you want to journal in here. But it's not a problem, is it, taking it out and putting it in? I don't think. It's not like something chunky that's stuck in and you can't move it to journal or create whatever it is you're doing in your journal. Move that way up, I think. Looks nice on that grungy wallpaper. Are we straight? We are. Okay, that's lifted the page entirely, hasn't it? Yeah, I think it's just crying out for some journaling or something there. Some bullet point, yeah, would be nice there. Right, let's put that back, otherwise I will forget where it goes. Yes, like that. And yeah, I think this might need something actually, and these are not overly heavy, but I don't like it against that. Lovely tags, aren't they, these? Yeah, so this is something that Violet's made up for me. So she's got a tag and she's put one of those die cut slot pockets on it, and she's got a lovely hexagonal, love those hexagonal ring reinforcement. She's distressed the back and 2 die cut tags which are beautiful. That one goes in the front. So I'm putting it in here, and you're lucky. Whoever gets it, you're lucky that I'm parting with it. I'm just going to ink. I know Violet sent them for me to use. A lot of them I do put in my own journals, you know, especially the ones that are decorated up a lot by hand. I think I might put it more in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to put it more in the middle, and I'm going to put the whole thing down. Now, it could go in a pocket as a tag with you know, a tag with extra tags in it. I'm going to put it down as an actual pocket piece. So you won't see that lovely back, but that's a nice, if you had it as a filler, that would be a nice piece of, I've gone at the bottom now, look. Nice extra piece of journaling on the back, wouldn't it? Beautiful. So even put a lovely label on there, look, a die cut label. Yeah. Okay, I definitely think that's enough pockets. We'll leave them there to see, but yeah, I think it wants maybe some, where did my pins go? A couple more labels, maybe an odd flower or a butterfly or some such thing, here or there. And then we'll call it done. Send it on its way. Oops. So we'll put the label on there. Now I've got a lovely rose here. Do I want this? That's nice, isn't it? And this is a rose that Tanya's fussy cut and sent to me. I think this is from, no, don't know. It's from one of the kits we've both used recently, but I wouldn't like to say which one, so I won't. Yeah, I like it. Oh, not too much. I mean, we've got really dark brown roses behind it, so do we want a little, do we want it coming out of a label? Hang on. Something to just kind of ground it. No, I don't want anything too big, but anything too small will be silly, so it's going to have to be just the right thing. Yeah, about a pop of a different tone. That's nice. That just appealed to me the minute I put it on that paper. So behind it or in front of it? No, in front of it. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Oh, can you hear a little doggy barking? You may not. I bet Simba can hear it. He's starting to, he doesn't react, but he's starting to put his ears back when he hears a dog, so I think because he'd never been out of the house until we got him, you know, things like dogs barking and what have you never bothered him. Birds chirping and things like that, whereas now in the morning when the birds are chirping, he's like, oh, I know what that is, let me out to investigate. Yeah, I like that further over now. So the page wasn't particularly journal honourable. Now it could have had something stuck on it, journal paper, it could have had a big label you could write on, or you know, whoever owned the journal could stick a photograph or their own art piece of work on it. But I can't help embellishing. As you know, I love that. I think that really pops out of there. Yeah, really pleased with that. Okay, so I'm just double checking. Done. A little bit plain, but you're journaling, so maybe we'll put something up there. Yeah, okay, what do we think we might want up there? Go in, that's it. Put butterflies, haven't I, further in, I think, or was that another? I don't want to put much, don't want to detract from what it is, and I don't want to overfill the beautiful pages for you know, the owner. You have to think about the owner when you, even though you don't know who it's going to be when you create these things, because yeah, some people will buy a journal because it's just full of beautiful things, but a lot of people do want to, you know, work in it themselves. Yeah, there's a little look how that's come through. That's that label from the other side. So I feel I need something there. I was thinking a cluster, but that's going to add weight, isn't it? I've got these lovely things, which are just like craft card paper, which I believe have come from Tanya. Please tell me in the comments if not, because I've had, as you know, I've had a lot of Happy Mail just recently. Yeah, I think that balances that off, and it's... Oh, I'm going to have the same problem that way. Don't over glue it. Did I put a lot of glue on that other one? I might have. Yeah, it might not have been tiny, but I just have a feeling it was. Yeah, it's quite a thin piece of paper, that. It's one of my very old printables that I've used up digitals. So, yeah, I don't think it'll show anyway because it's so dark on that side. Okay, that's covered that. And we're done, and we're done. Now, where did I see? Don't know if it was in here. So these are my desk sweepings, or if I put it away in the labels thing. But I did have long, like a cigar label. But I've put it away, and it was a greeny colour. It would have gone just nice up there. Oh, that might though. Oh, there it is. I haven't looked. That's what I had in mind. Oh, that blooming thing. Right, do I want it sticking out above that when we turn that over, or hidden below? Oh, no, I quite like it high. Yep, let's go high with it. Well, this seems to be on very thin paper as well. Oh goodness, that's something out of the desk sweeping pile today. Where were we on there, I think? Yep, so I haven't taken anything from the journal page there, but just added a bit of... Yeah, I like that. Love those cogs. Might just put a number, they're in a drawer now, aren't they? On that, just to lift it a little bit, but I like the image, so let's leave it alone. So yeah, if you remember, I put them in a drawer, but no, I was thinking a non-colour. I still need to sort them a little bit. Oh, had one there. Yep, that's the one. Look at it against this page here and the colours. That's exactly what I had in mind. Oops, come on. I know the pins weren't in. But I'm using you a lot. I don't want to keep doing that. Oh dear, we leaked. It's not Fabri-Tac, so we're alright. It shouldn't show. No snail trails. Love that. I'm just going to leave that as well now. It's very, very distressed and it's got a lot of bits sticking up, and I'm going to leave it. Done a bit of a repair there, look. Yeah. Now, if whoever owns it wants to use it and not have a distressed piece of paper, they can very easily just stick a piece of something on there. Right, this beautiful thing wants something up there. Just put that in that way up, and then love that little hand. What do we want up here? No, it needs to kind of tie this lighter, prettier side in with this grungy side a little bit. So yeah, I'm not looking for much, am I? Gorgeous flowers. Journal. Sorry if all you can see is my arm. It's just that I've got the desk sweepings out, and I've got in my mind now that I'd like to use some of them. But I don't think there's anything there. Oh, that's quite nice. If I grunged it up a bit tall, let's have a look. So this is just a one of those little itty bitty labels that I put on the strip in a mass make. Just over there to the side. It's kind of grungy, isn't it? But it's the colour of this. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's tying that in that side, but I like it on here, so maybe we need to put something on the other side to tie this in the other way. If you see what I mean. And it is grungy-ish, so maybe if we had something, you know, like that, but I don't think they went over there. That's nice. I know it's writing on writing, I like it on that, but I said I was going to leave that alone, didn't I? I don't like it on that as much. Let me just look at it through the camera. Oh, you're a long way away. Why are you so far away? Is that better? I'm terrible to you, aren't I? I love it with this. Don't want to be behind there, do you? No. And I love it on there. I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, I just like it on there so much, it's going to have to go on there. And it has tied the page in like I was hoping, colour wise. Oh, am I stealing all the fun from the owner? Potential owner. It might not have an owner, it might stay mine. Yep, like that. So we've got a bit of a purpley. Oh, we're going from purple to pink to blue. We are. So again, I want to leave this for journaling, and I'm going to leave that for whoever owns a journal to, you know, put something on, stick something on. So I'd love to put a cluster up there, but that's a really thick one. Fabricy one. That would be nice hanging over the edge, wouldn't it? It's got the pinks in from here, but it's taking us to the greens. Should we put that in and have it hanging over as a fabric tab? Shall I? I'm going to. So I need some fabric tack on that, which means I'll definitely need to put some paper in to stop it spoiling the other pages. I don't know how much longer gosh, and he'll be wondering where his tea is. How much longer I've got to fill my time's up. It has been ages ago. Let me just pull that back so I'm getting that on the paper. That's it. Rather than on the page behind. Oh yeah, and it's got something behind it anyway, so. Oh. Squidged it over. Is that it? Where was that paper? I had somewhere else. You definitely need. In fact, we'll put the whole thing in. There we go. That will keep it safe. Right, so I think that's full on enough between the two. Yeah, it's got that lovely pull out bit on it. I'm going to resist the temptation to put something up there. Yes, resist, Denise. Resist. That doesn't show, does it? It's quite pretty though. I think it needs it, don't you? Now it's on. Leave me here. So that's a French. Oh, is it Spanish? It's either a French. Oh yeah, Spanish. It says there. Look, Spanish to English. Dictionary. I was going to say pocket dictionary page. It's got a lovely faux stamp on it. That's that lovely vellum book page we put on last time. Did we put something on there? We did. Do you want something in the corner of that? Or a stamp, because it's got like postcard, hasn't it? Perhaps a stamp would be nice. What are you? Oh, a green. A UK green stamp. Yeah. Oh. Won't go over there. I know stamps are supposed to be on that side. We do put everything on that side actually, don't we? Yeah, I'll put it up there and then whoever is owning it can write something there. See, choose its own spot. There you go. The old Queen Elizabeth. She's still on our stamps at the moment. I haven't seen any new stamps with the King's head on. I don't know how long that will take. before that happens. Right, it's a vintage book page from a book. It's very plain, isn't it? We definitely want something on it. And oops, I'd love to use a desk sweep. They're not out of here. So we've got this. No. Yeah, too big. That's nice. Oops. So that's like a little black and white label, is it? No, it's not a ticket. Yeah, it must be a label. Black and white roses, just in the corner there. I can see I've got the lid off every glue now. Yes, Denise, don't spread that about a bit. Don't want it sticking everywhere. Can you see? It says New York, Cincinnati, Chicago, American Book Company. And I'm going to put it there. Oops. It's nice to be getting the colours out again. Some nice, not too full on, but muted, but some nice colours going on in here. Not touching that beautiful centre page. Oh, we've got the same thing going on here. I wondered if to ring the changes and just round the bottom corner there, just to give it a little bit of something different interest wise. Right, what we're going to put on here, put this lid on here. Oops, there you go. That's it. Some of these beautiful flowers, look. Now that's a shiny book page, isn't it? I'm sure that's shining at you from the camera. Quite like that though, don't you? On a slant with nothing else. Oops. So I had a comment the other day about how quick I choose the bits I'm putting down. If I started umming and ahhing and choosing other things and bringing them in, I'd never make a decision. So I've kind of made myself do that, made myself go with it. Now occasionally I regret doing it so quickly, but I would say perhaps 9 times out of 10 I always like what I've chosen. Occasionally I would rather choose something else, but if you only use things you like, it's difficult, you know, to choose the wrong thing. As long as you take care with your, in my opinion, with your colour tone, that's gorgeous. Yeah, it's difficult to choose the wrong thing. I've got another label there. I've got this peg. It's very bare with both sides, I'm thinking. It needs something substantial. But what? I'm sure this is coming Happy Mail. This is gorgeous, isn't it? That'd be nice with a picture hanging off it. Do you like it? Yes, we do. There we go. I said something substantial. And now I've got something down, I can find something to complement it, however small, for the other side. Oh, I've left room for that. Barely. Not really. Denise. Oh. See what I do? Let me see how far down you can go. I can get away with. The only other thing is having it sticking above. What kind of danger are you in? Let's have a look. No, I don't like it sticking above. How annoying. Right, I've got some... Oh no, they're miles away. Forget that. Oh, I want it on there now. Do I like it like that? I don't. It's got to be up there. Just bear with me. Actually, if I line it up exactly, I don't mind it. Yeah. Sorry, I just lost me momentum for a second there. Second guessing myself. So I want you just lined up. That's it. Perfect. I am rushing a little bit because I'm aware we've got a little tab. Shall we go with a tab? Yeah. It's an Edith Holden tab. I'm just going to put it on one side because it looks nice from both sides. It just gives the page a bit of something without using the, that's it, the journal space up. Whoops. Any one right? Just, yep. That's it. That should grab in a minute. Again, I've left that lovely piece. I put a butterfly on the other one, didn't I? Oops. Maybe I might put a couple of stamps in this somewhere in one of the pockets or something, so if people want to play with it, you know, such as here, this could have a cluster or anything on it, but I don't want to over decorate it. She says right, what did I do on the other side of those? It's nice just having a few bits on your table and only letting yourself play with them. Now I know I've got all those bits. In the drawers. Yeah, I'm thinking of pink butterfly, but I don't know if I've got a one. Oh, I have. Look, look, look. I see one. Look at that beauty there. Just doesn't go. I like that one. It's more the colour of that, and I've just spotted a lovely. Well, that's a vintage stamp. That's got a very young Queen Elizabeth on it. 3D, so it's pre-decimal, which was, yeah, the early 70s. Don't know, it might go somewhere, but it's not going on here. Yeah, decimalisation I think was 71, if I remember rightly. I remember the shiny new coins. But I think that was, by the looks of her, that must have been the 60s, the early 60s. She's very young, very young. It's a lovely stamp, isn't it? I'm just going to put it down there, otherwise this is one of the pieces that I would and ah about, because it feels special to me, so I feel like it has to go in just the right spot. So let's just do it and stick it down. Lovely. Okay, there's a lot to do, and okay, there isn't a lot to do. There's just this bit here, just this selection, then I think we're done. What's different here? I think we've just about had everything that's different there, haven't we? I'm thinking a bird. Where are the birds? Sending the birds, the song there. Oh, some of my vintagey ones, look, that I've been cutting out from the vintage book. Yeah, you're just going to be beautiful wherever you go. It goes on there, doesn't he? Really well. That distressed page, which I was trying to leave for somebody, but it just goes too well on it. Oh, ink the bird, not the finger, or rather glue the bird, not the finger. Oh, Laura Ashley, that's from the Laura Ashley book. Look, let's put him on a plainer bit. There you go, pretty boy. Lovely. I'm wondering if to have one the other side. Oh, what about on there, looking at him? Having a little chitter chat over the line, over the page. He needs to be sat on something. Let's I've just seen something here, a bunch of numbers that I might like all together. Let me just cut the grid, a grid of numbers out. Like that, liked it straight away. As soon as the idea popped into my head, got a very gluey finger going on. Yeah. You can talk about the price of bread and how little you're getting now because we're eating it all, not wasting it. I never used to eat crusts. Neil loves crust, but obviously I eat a lot more bread than Neil. He's at work a lot. So I must admit I did at least once a week chuck a couple of crusts of bread out. And I'm not anymore because the cost of living is just shocking. So yeah, sometimes it's a good thing, isn't it? Because what a waste. I won't feed the birds. This is going to get me a lot of bad points, isn't it? I won't feed the birds in my garden because, well, apart from we've got a lot of pigeons and they just steal it off the birds anyway. And those pigeons then poo on everything. I mean everything. It's awful. So I won't. Neil often buys a you know, one of those fat balls that you put in the tree, but I don't like it. I like it when it's gone. Horrible person that I am. Just wondering if that wants something up there to balance it. We're very bottom heavy. Just thinking if there's one in here. I'd like some sconces, some architectural. Oh, that's nice. And so's that. Architectural sconces, if you know what I mean. From, no, there aren't any in there. Well, what do they be? No. From one of Nanine's kits. Dragonfly. No, I'm going to leave it alone. Again, I might put some bits in the box to. So what did I have on that? Because it was really nice, wasn't it? Oh, that piece of text with something on. I don't want to do the same again. Like a faux stamp, wasn't it? Another one of those. Look. No. I'm going to put a number on the bottom, which I don't want either. What do I want on you? Don't know. It's my last page and I just don't know what I want on it. Is that no. 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 Button? No. A bright purple fir cone. No, there's nothing there I want on it. It's going to have to be a label, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see if we can just put a pretty label on. Oh, now there's some sort of antique-y, is that the word? All Nanine's labels, these, from various kits. Let's see if anything's appealing to me. That's nice. Nope. Daisies. That one's not Nanine's. That's not why I'm not using it. We got this side then. I love this one. I use that one so much, but it's a bit big, so I want something smaller. It's quite nice, aren't they? Getting too big, I think, from there. Possible. Oh, a clock. It's got enough clocks on it, don't you think? There's a dark one of those. No, I like that lighter one, I think. Maybe that one. Lighter still. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. Put a label on it. The edges, because I had a little bit showing. That piece of glue. That way up. Right, do we want it there or do we want it at the bottom? You know what, I think I might want those corners rounded. It might, it was, I don't know, it was very pointy to me. Does that make any sense? Right, shall I go halfway? Do you know what I want? I've changed my mind entirely. Come on. I've now got so much on the table. I can't get anything else out. I want one of these little tabs. Put what colour? Oh, that's a brad. Yeah, something plain. Too plain? That's better. Oh, I've got stripy. No. Sorry. I've got Edith. No. Oh, I've got some dots, some gold dots. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. I don't know why it just came to me. It was once I rounded those corners, I think. Yeah, like that. That's what I needed. So like I say, I will put a little bundle of extra tickets and ephemera bits in for whoever owns it. So if you see it on Etsy and you grab it, they will be in there somewhere in the package. Yeah, I like that. It's now left it for whoever owns it to play with, hasn't it? I'll pop that in the package. Do I want anything on there? I put one of those labels, didn't it, on the, and I've just seen one in here. A bit too much green on green. Where's that other one that I said I love and I use all the time? I lost it. Stop hiding from me. There it is. I don't know why that is just my favourite at all time. And now I'll have to print it again. It must just be one in a digital, because I only have one every now and then. I must go on and find it. Right, there's something behind me again. Is it you? No, it's you. Okay, front and centre. Yeah, front and down below there. Okay, so this is the last piece I'm putting in. And definitely I've been an hour, so I definitely need to call it a video, because I said to Neil I'll pop up for 20 minutes. If I'm half an hour, it means I've filmed. And here I am an hour later. And it's, let me tell you, oh, it's down Denise. It has well gone tea time, bless him. So, love it. You out for there. I do like doing these random journals. I know they are very random when I do them, but I've not put anything on there, but I've tried and there's just nothing appealing to me. Unless I find something between now and... I think that might need a bit of stenciling on it as well, actually. Just here and there. It's very delicate. Where's my little patchy up tape? Give it a bit. Love that book page. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it actually. Love that. So many little bits and pieces in it that I'm really enjoying. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching it. And yeah, there's so much more that can be done, I'm pleased to say. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to put a couple of beads on there. If I can find them, my crystal looking ones would be nice on there, wouldn't they? Yeah, still lots of places where you can play. Well, not lots. Still a few places where you can play and add extras. Put plenty in there to play with if should you not wish to. Yes, you go somewhere there. Okay, thumbs up would be lovely. And yeah, I'm sorry it's so late coming to you, and I know it's probably Tuesday when a lot of you actually see it, or maybe even later still. I think I might put something on the back to hold the rest of that in as well. And I will be trimming this down a little bit. I'll still leave it long, but we don't want quite that much on there. And this one's trimming. But yeah, it's done as far as I'm concerned, so I can put a little tick in my head next to that that project and say complete. Okay, that's it. I've got to go because we're really late now. Well, have a lovely day. See you soon. Bye for now.